Hello, friends and enemies. Welcome to or back to Happy for Now. It's me, Isabel, here with your fun themed reading vlog. We have a Sleepy Millie, a Sleepy Peas. Oh, hold on. There we go. Sleepy Peas. I will show you a Sleepy Millie in a minute. We're here to introduce this vlog. So, into my pink, not really red, pinkish red, whatever, and green hair. What else would, and my Christmas tree behind me not turned on or fluffed. It's fine. What else am I here to do but intro you to the Christmas themed reading vlog? There is no specific theme this year. I have done Krampus, I have done the Grinch. This year, I'm just reading as many as I can for the next 5 days. So, that does not mean this is all I'm reading over the next 5 days, but I've got quite a few picked out. And we're starting off really strong with one that May found for me on TikTok called, let me get my Kindle, Frisky the Snowman. And I'm excited, to say the least, to read this. So I'm reading that this afternoon. I'll probably read one other today, but we're here. I have a variety of these checked out from Kindle Unlimited. I have a variety of these on my radar to read. So we're just gonna go on the journey together and read a bunch of Bananas Bonker Pants Christmas themed romances, and maybe a couple sweet ones too. Sweet as in like cute, not monsters, but who knows. All right, I'll be back to talk to y'all very soon.
Okay, I've started reading a little bit, and this line already has me dead at the bonkers that's going to happen here. Nothing is as perfectly wonderful as a round ball of pure white. I'm like, okay, we're headed in bonkers territory officially. Let's go.
I rub the snowball's large curves and twitch with anticipation.
Before I put it where it belongs, I stopped to straddle the first mound of snow.
Oh, look, she committed, and I appreciate it.
She did. She knew what she was doing, and she said, "This is bonkers. I hope you love it." My gaze drops to the bag once more, and I spot the piece de resistance, the biggest carrot I could find at the store. Like scary big. I wrap my hands around it and smile. "But he already has a nose," I whisper, tapping the carrot across my chest. "What could he possibly need another one of these for?"
I dubbed thee Frisky the Snowman. Oh,
Lord. Shut up!
That should be carrot.
Hold on. Stop. Does nobody else remember that 1,000 Ways to Die show where the lady shaved the carrot or the cucumber or something and then herself with it and cut her cooch and died? This is
yes, I do remember this. But nothing comes close to this.
So she's
I look
filming
at the camera and smirk before throwing my head back.
Oh my God, we're getting the snowman's point of view.
Oh no!
He's immovable, but not emotionless. It's Frisky the Snowman.
Oh my God.
You know what? There's consent in this. I'm a little further ahead, and there's some consent here in his POV, at least, I guess.
That was the thing we read.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, May, this was your idea. It is exactly what it says it is. Listen, she did not mislead us.
No,
the opening
I was not
thing,
misled.
like, everything lines up. But, like, also...
Hello from bed. I have things to read you. So I'll have inserted a couple clips from the live where I read Frisky the Snowman with May and Shay. I always feel like I need a rhyming name when I hang with them, but it's fine. Anyways, I did indeed make some highlights. Frisky was a thing. Our girl Holly, of course. How many Hollies are we gonna read? We're gonna have a Holly counter. So we got one. She has a thing for snow and builds her first snowman of the year, in which she puts a carrot not just on his face, but down there too. And she does indeed like to take a step back and look at her big white snowman with a nice sized carrot dick. And then names him Frisky the Snowman. Yeah. Okay. She also dirty talks said inanimate object of a snowman. And don't worry, Frisky comes to life, and his dick does stay orange, to say the least. And he has peppermint scentages. So listen, how did we get here? That was not what I expected. But he becomes human-ish and comes into her house in the middle of the night, basically, and does some things, including, like, jizzing on her bed, basically, and then leaving it. She continues to get herself off with carrots. The thing of this was, like, it was not badly written, but it was just, like, so weird, because there were statements like, I fuck vegetables more than I fuck real dicks. And Holly, I need you to know there are websites with things for you out there that you could just purchase to use instead of carrots. They also are probably a little more sanitary and have less, like, I do need to note, she does throw them away after she uses them, so we're not, like, using the carrot and then eating it or anything like that. But it also feels, I don't think you should eat it, but it feels wasteful in a weird way. But yeah, she also tells us that she created her dream man with a carrot cock. So, I just think that I somehow read the best and worst book to start this vlog off with. This was not very long. I will also note that I think it was a total of 45 pages. It was a time. So that's going back on KU now. And tomorrow we will read something less weird is all I got, because I still feel slightly traumatized by this one. So I'm hoping to find something tomorrow that I feel less traumatized by. So we'll see. I read/listened to all of Her Night with Santa last night because it's an hour-long audiobook, and I have the other two checked out, and I'm going to listen to them as well for this video. But Her Night with Santa by Adriana Herrera was a nice surprise. I don't know if I'd pay $2.99 for it. I will caveat that, but it is available on Hoopla and Everand for sure. So, like, you could use one of those services to listen to the audiobook if you're an audiobook person. But I mean, like, it also was good. So, like, I'm not saying don't pay $2.99 for it, but this follows our two main characters as a sapphic. We have a female Santa, which I love, and there's kind of a world being built here / a setup of a world that you don't need a ton of info on because it's pretty easy and simple, I would say. And that revolves around the fact that the Santa role and the role of the different Magi's and stuff is passed down, and they're considered like part of the Toy Runner group and all this stuff. And this follows one of our girls who is the niece of a Magi who tells her, oh yeah, you can stay at Nick's place in the Dominican Republic, it's fine. She gets like stranded there because of a flight, and she goes to stay. They end up like she ends up like there because she owns a toy business, like Fun Times Toys. Can you say that on YouTube? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But yeah, so she owns that kind of toy business, Fun Time toy business. And she's there to talk to investors. So she's there. She's going to talk to investors. And she instead ends up staying in this room that is Chris's room, which is our new Santa, full on like a butch lesbian. And so she walks in on our other heroine, like getting off. And it's their very quick, fun, fiery romance. And it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a nice, like, nighttime read, just like a quick, like, fun time read. It was really, 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 truly enjoyable. Like, way more enjoyable than I expected. So I'm really happy I read it. And I'm really happy I have the other two to read. I'm really excited for the next book, which is, like, his brother's soon-to-be wife. And they get snowed in together, or his fiance. And then book 3 is a bodyguard one. And they're both 3 hours. Like, again, these are all very short. So I definitely will finish them in this vlog. But this was so fun. And it lived up a lot to the hype of what I'd been told about this book. So I'm really happy I read it. On that note, I did give it like 4 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I'd revisit it. That's where I'm like, I don't know if I'd buy it to reread every holiday season. But I definitely enjoyed it for my first read through. Yes. Guess what I read? I did just finish The Toy King which is the second book in the Adriana Herrera series. And okay, that was listen, I feel like these pretty high space. These are pretty smutty. Like these, wow, okay. I am having a good time with them, to say the least. I enjoyed this one. This followed the son that is going to inherit the dad's title, basically going to pick up his supposed brother's wife, but actually they've been trying to set the two of them up together, which is what I assumed, to be honest with you. I kind of assumed this was happening. Lo and behold, he actually has a mate bond with her, and that was really cute and fun, and I really enjoyed it. It was really cute. I really liked it. So now I've already started Run Darling. I'm not gonna finish tonight. It's already like 11:30, and I need to read on my Kindle for like 20 to 30 minutes to hit my ticker on the Kindle, so it knows that I'm reading and that I did get my reading days in, because I'm such a dork. I did the math, y'all, and this time next year I will be at over 1,000 days read on my Kindle tracker app thing, which is actually probably higher than that, but like since I made it so the tracker actually since I made sure the tracker is tracking the days I use it, I really, really enjoyed The Toy King, another 4-star read. And then Run Darling, I will also say, is probably going to be a 4-star. I'm already loving the dynamic between her and her brother's friend / her bodyguard, because she very much is like, I'm gonna fuck with you because I'm so annoyed by this. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this one as well. I don't know how I got here, but here I am marathoning these 3. So we're gonna keep going though. I do have some picked out to read tomorrow on my Kindle that are shorties. I really, really have a couple I want to get to before this vlog ends. Because after this vlog ends, I'm pretty much probably done with my holiday reads. I might read a couple, like longer books in the last week of the year, and that's mostly because, generally speaking, Christmas books are never like my favorite reads of the year. So I feel like I can do that if I want to. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to read this. So I'm gonna get ready for bed. Get ready the rest of the way for bed, because I'm already pajamaed, and I gotta make Grumps get up because he's got both the girls on him asleep. So I'm gonna have to go disturb everyone's peace and make them come to bed, but I think it'll be for the best. But yeah, I'll be back in the morning. And I've started the next book in this series, which is Run Darling Run, and this is probably my favorite so far of all of them. I think I'm over halfway. I can't listen to these like when I'm out driving, because they are so smutty that I was like, if anybody hears this coming out of my car. Okay, I'm 20% in, I take it back. But 20% into a 3-hour book, like I'm almost done. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It has been a delight. I'm excited to pick up something bonkers in the next like 24 to 48 hours, because yeah, it's time. I'm very ready for it. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to pick up another bonkers one this evening on my Kindle, because last night I ended up just listening to the other one. So yeah, it's been really good. I really like this series. I do think maybe if the box set went on sale, I would say like pick it up that way. But like these are really good. They're just really, really quick. So like the box set I think was like $9.99, and I can't justify that. But again, if you have Hoopla or Scribd / Ever, and definitely worth the listen. So I'm having a good time with it. Book 3 though is like bodyguard and brother's best friend, and he's older, and I'm just, yes please, all my favorite things. Yes please, literally all my favorite things. And yes, there's a Millie with her head in my butt. Go figure. So that's where we're at right now. I am almost done with the Run Darling Run. I have like 10 minutes left, and I went up to eat that. 1, I'm loving it. 2, I did my nails. They're Spider-Man. Specifically for the nephew. 2, because I somehow didn't pack the set I thought I did, so this is where we ended up. Anyways, I am like 10 minutes left in Run Darling Run, and I do think overall this trilogy is great. My one caveat is that I do not think I would pay full price for these books. I would get Everand and listen to them, or get them on Hoopla if you can. Not that I don't think they're good. They're just so short. I really struggle to justify the $2.99 price point per book. And then the other thing I want to tell you, so I'm almost done with this one. I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably a 4-star. I'm reading the new Kimberly Lemming, which is What's a Girl Gotta Do to Get on the Naughty List? This cover, number one, it cracks me up. But two, this has been really fun. I read a good chunk of it in the car, but then I started getting car sick. So I will continue, but this follows a girl whose twin has basically betrayed her. It is actually the evil twin. And the krampus shows up and is like, get in the bag. Get in the bag. You've been bad. Get in the bag. And she's like, no, I haven't. I promise. Blah, blah, blah. And then he finds out the truth of the matter. And it seems like we're building up to them boning, obviously. This is very short. Highly, highly recommend it for your reading for the Christmas season. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun. It's 56 pages. Like, it is a good time. It's going to get you. But yeah, I'm really liking this one. I will be done with it very soon. So I'll update you as soon as I finish it. Probably in the morning. Because I honestly am going to finish Run, Darling, Run, or whatever, and pass out. So I'll be back in a bit to talk to you about feelings. I'll be back to you in the morning to talk to you about feelings on everything I read. Bye! Okay, so I finally finished Kimberly Lemming's book. This one, The Naughty List. So fun. Solid 4-star. Great holiday read. Highly recommend. And I am diving in to All I Want for Christmas is a Fingerling Potato. Chapter 1. I already don't... Writing's okay so far. It's normally not something that bugs me, but I'm like, I don't know if I love this. So we'll see how that goes. But I will be reading that this evening and updating you as I go. So we're going to eat dinner in a minute. And then I have to make cookies, which will be in the other vlog. And then I'll be working through all that. It's fun times. I'm excited, though, to read the Fingerling Potato weirdness. Like, really excited. But yeah, chapter 1. Obviously, I have no real thoughts yet, because I barely started it.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas.
So everyone is in bed, and I'm reading my my potato shifter book, because of course I didn't do things officially. It's fine, it's on me. But it is Christmas Eve, and you know, I thought, what a better way to end this than on Christmas Eve reading this book. Millie passed out asleep next to me. We're gonna have to migrate to the bedroom, but I have to talk to you because I'm 20% in, and I will be finishing this book tonight. And I need y'all to know that the potato's name's Frenchie, and his family says he always gets into trouble because he's too inquisitive, which he had lots of questions about why potato shifters exist and nobody has answers. But 2, there was a mention of Slick, and I was like, this is not Omegaverse. But now I'm wondering if this is secretly Omegaverse. And I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you, but it's what it is, I guess. Too late now. We're in this. So yeah, I'm gonna keep listening to it, and I will obviously update you on it soon, because I know I'm gonna have more thoughts. But I could not believe, like, I was having Alexa read me it while I baked cookies, and I was like, why am I downstairs with everyone in which I can't pick up my camera and be like, what the fuck? Because I do not need to explain this to my family. But what the fuck? This is bonkers, and this is definitely going to be on the top list of probably weirdest books I read this year, so that's exciting. I wasn't sure we were going to find one that topped Frisky, but I think we might have topped Frisky now. The potato shifter just asked if he could roll over the guy's body before they bone, because he had like this vision of it, and what? Roll over his body? Just like envisioning it, I cannot handle that. This is ridiculous. Oh my god, I can barely handle the thought of it in my head. Okay, I'm officially 54% through Fingerling Potato. We have to talk about a few things before I continue and finish this book up. I'm also pieces rubbing on the camera because she loves y'all. Okay, first of all, when the potatoes are bad, it is confirmed. The thing I heard is true. They roast them and eat them, the elders of the Potatoville. Second of all, the hero, Tala, I don't know, whatever, had to eat Frenchie, our potato, like 3/4 of it or whatever, and then put 1/4 of it in the dirt so he could regenerate. I cannot. I've read a lot of things, and this is one of the most ridiculous things I think I've ever read, which is saying a lot. I'm not loving it. I'm kind of bored, to be honest. It's mostly tension over the fact that Tala's gonna have to tell people it's his mate, and they're gonna find out it's a potato shifter, and that's weird. But yeah, there has been a lot of sex in this book also. I do need to note that, a lot. It's fine, but it's also kind of weird because he had to eat him, right? And he ate them, and then he was basically about to have an orgasm from eating his mate as a potato, as French fries, which is his favorite kind of potatoes. And yeah, also Frenchie's brother Russ was in the bag of potato dirt stuff that he got given to him from Jim. So that's interesting. Unsurprising, but I was okay. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep listening. I will pick this back up as soon as I have a thing that jars me. Right now I've just kind of been wow, this is weird. I'm gonna say right now I don't know that I recommend reading this because I feel like I'm giving you the experience of reading it because you're just kind of huh, most of it, and then I feel like it's a lot of wow and not really it's not very plot heavy, to be honest, yet, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep going, and I will be back in a little bit. Almost done with the Fingerling book now. I'm dressed for presents. It's freaking cold this morning here, but I didn't realize that this was gonna go full impreg, and here we are. I should have known when Slick was mentioned. I should have known. Yeah, I still feel like the plot's pretty meh. It's very interior plot, I guess it would be called. It's their struggles as being mates and figuring that out. But I am 30 minutes left in Alexa reading it to me, so I'm gonna go downstairs and do that stuff and finish this up. But it still takes the cake for one of the weirdest books. I do need to note that also the way the potatoes have babies is really funny to me, so that was a fun thing. And then I'm just really curious to see how the rest of this unfolds in the less than 20% I have left. So I'm gonna do that. I will be back to update you as I finish it. Hello from the floor. Is this this is accurate? I always feel like a real content creator when I have to film from the floor, especially when I'm traveling. So that's where we're at. We're on the floor. I picked the not blue room so you could see me for this outro. I finished the Fingerling potato book, and I don't even have a rating. I also realized I didn't tell you about how they have babies. So they can only get pregnant during 1 month of the year, which is during a harvest or something like that, or planting season, not harvest. And they I guess birth potatoes that they grow in the dirt. And the dirt that they come from is magical. Of course, it has to be. And I finished this. It is full impreg. So know that going in. It is not Omegaverse, it's impreg, which is kind of Omegaverse adjacent. We're not gonna go there. It's fine. I don't love impreg, and the end bit of this book in which Frenchie gives birth was a lot for me. As is any birthing thing, that's just not my jam. I really don't enjoy it. I could live without it for the rest of my life, never reading it. It was something. This entire book was something, and it was so weird. And I kind of want the one wish I have, which is very, I guess, strange, but I don't know, is that we would have gotten more about Potatoville and the elders and how that worked, because we basically when Frenchie left, there was minimal contact and minimal following up because you're not allowed to go back once you leave. And I want to know why. and things like that. But also, I'm just... what the hell? Like, how did this author come up with this concept? I'm impressed. I'm also horrified, but impressed. Like, at the same time, again, I'm not even rating this book. It is the most unique bonkers book I have ever read in my life, I think. And that may not be a good thing. Like, that may not be a good unique. Because, like, I've enjoyed quite a few of the bonkers books, and I don't really know. I'm trying to fix this little piece of hair or whatever. I don't know if I enjoyed it, so to speak, but I didn't hate it either. So that's where we're at right now. I just, what a time. What a time to be alive that we can have a book about a potato shifter and a wolf shifter falling in love with impreg. I mean, what a time. Truly. So yeah, I read the potato shifter book finally. And I finished this vlog now for you. So I would love to know if you read any bonkers books this season, of course, and if you didn't, ones you've read previously, and if you don't do either of those things, obviously a potato emoji. There has to be a potato emoji, and if there's not, there better be a wolf. So I know there's a wolf, so you can do both. I was gonna read like one or two more, but honestly, the potato shifter book like has fully broken my brain so much that I'm just gonna like get this video up on Christmas Day instead. I mean, I was going to anyway, but like it's just gonna go up a little bit earlier today than it originally was because this has broken my brain. I hope that everyone who celebrates is having a wonderful Christmas, and if you don't, and you just having a nice day off, if you're somewhere that gets today off, if you, you know, if you're alone, I'm sending you all the love. You're not alone. I'm here too. So yeah, like just all the love to everybody today, and I hope y'all have a wonderful end of the year. I will be back with some videos sporadically through the end of the year. I mean, I have stuff planned for like next week, but I am kind of taking a few days off here. You'll know more in a vlog coming in January as to why and what's going on. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I will leave you here, and I'll have links to these books for you down below, and I'll talk to y'all in a few days. Bye.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away